Brothers and sisters, this week, David Seymour, Chris Bishop and Tama Potaka gathered on Parliament's lawns with dogs to celebrate new legislation that allows pet bonds for landlords. Yay! We get to pay landlords more money. What is the point of pet bonds when you can't afford the rent? Every renter knows you just sneak in a pet and make sure you hide the food bowl when they inspect. Thanks to National Enact, there's now a way for you to pay for that. Those landlords need more money. Let's be very clear and very honest. This whole farce is just so Bish, Seymour and Tama can stand next to a dog, take a photo and look slightly less sociopathic than they usually do. Let's see how many funny comments we can make with this picture. Man's worst friend? Who let the dogs out? Why is David's dog large enough to saddle and ride? What's he overcompensating for? Government's controversial new homelessness policy and Bishop's leadership coup numbers included pets. Talking of going to the dogs, news this week that one of David Seymour's school slops turned up mouldy and liquefied has prompted an odd defence from David. Firstly, how many Michelin stars would that school lunch get? This is just the latest example of how David Seymour has managed to take a wonderful school lunch policy and underfund it so badly that those needing it learn to hate it. When those failures keep getting reported to the Prime Minister, he simply tells parents to make Marmite sandwiches, which is surprising because I didn't realise how large the mocking hungry children electorate was. David Seymour has responded by attacking the principal for complaining to the media and notes that only 10 students have been ill and argues their illness could have been caused by anything other than his mouldy school lunch, which doesn't feel like much of a response. His defence boils down to, this stupid principal keeps complaining about my shitty food. Only 10 kids got sick. You don't even know if my mouldy food made them sick. David Seymour is better at twerking than feeding our kids, and he's not very good at twerking. And finally, in this week's War on News, confusion reigns over what American President Donald Trump is doing off Venezuela's coast after his latest extrajudicial assassination of boats cruising around went from questionable legality to outright war crime as his enormous fleet double-tapped a suspected drug boat, killing those with a second strike after the first strike immobilized them. Even in war, there are rules, and while it's not clear he has any authority to be doing what he's doing, even the military frowns upon purposely killing people who've already been neutralized. What confuses his highly questionable war on drugs even more is Trump personally pardoning Honduras' ex-president for cocaine trafficking. He's blowing up boats and killing people with no clear legal jurisdiction for drug dealing while he pardons an actual drug dealer. This feels less like a war on drugs and more like a war on basic reasoning.